what's up, everybody? I'm home. Sorry, I had my hair in a hat and I took a shower before I left and I wound it up so it wouldn't freeze me out, but now I have to let it dry. So my hair is a little fucked right now, but it's wet. It's drying. I can't do stuff for tonight. Like, I want to curl it tonight, but I gotta let it air dry a bit before I try to. Anyway, how's your Saturday going? Hopefully it's good. Listen, I've had like such epiphanies this weekend. Like, when coming into this weekend, I'm like, I need to get a job. And yes, I am still on the hunt for my next endeavor. I want to try something else. I'm bored with the tech world. Not my thing. Ain't about it. Don't really want office work. I don't want factory work. So I'm trying to get back into teaching, but out of New York State. A lot of other states are doing well as teachers. New York State, not so much. Plus, I don't want to deal with the parents. The parents are too much. Love the kids, the parents not so much. They give the parents too much power in the school system. And then on top of that, the government pretty much dictates what we're allowed to teach, say, do. So we have all these rules, and then we have all these parents barking down our neck, and you're not paid at all what's worth any of that. So out of New York with teaching, if I'm going to do that, I always want to just write my book and get this going on a TV show, and just in my dream world, that's my next endeavor. But I'm still in notebook phase. I want to do a family show, and I don't want to talk a lot about it. It really has nothing to do with dinosaurs, but remember the old show Dinosaurs, how it was, a very out-of-the-box kind of show, and, not at all realistic. It's going to be that kind of show, but everybody took something away from the show. The kids loved it, the parents loved it, and that's what I'm after. And I have, the general stories going well. The characters, I keep switching around and where I'm going to have the story take place. I was really pushing for a certain area, and now I'm still in development, but I think it's important to really make sure that I get these details down, because I don't want to be getting into the story and still thinking about the alternative route, if I went this way, if I went that way. So I'm just kind of like brain laying it out in each location, and what is giving me more energy, what's giving me more creativity, and I'm going to make a final decision. And I've already agreed around St. Patrick's Day, which is March 17th, I'm starting to type season 1. So I have until then to develop, plan, and I'm not just writing a book here, I'm writing the show. I've never actually officially wrote a screenplay. I've always just kind of like copy and pasted a format from other people's. Like, I've never sat down to write a TV show before, so I'm in a whole different arena. I really don't know what I'm doing, so I'm learning. It's not enough to be the talent and the idea. I want it ready, because I want to push the TV show, and at the same time, the first book comes out is season 1, first book, season 2, every time, like a month before the show comes out, I want the book to be released. So it's not too much time in between seasons. And I really want something that matches the storyline of what you read to what you see. That's very hard to do. That's why a lot of people love the books or love the movie and not the book. I really want it to be well-rounded, and I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. And I think at sometimes it gets me choked up when I get a little bit of writer's block, and I have to remind myself that every project starts this way, and I will get into my flow, and I will write, and it will turn into what it needs to. And it's okay to be a little chaotic right now and be in storyboard mode a little bit longer than I would like. But I've also had an epiphany. I'm sorry. This month of February, If you haven't been following me, I had a brain tumor last year. I'm actually having more speech problems in the last, like, since winter started than I did when I had my tumor removed. And they did say long scope things might come back up, and they are. Like, my brain and my mouth aren't connecting, so I'm really sorry sometimes. I fumble my words. But hey, you know, a lot of people don't come back from a tumor like that. My uncle Greg passed away from a brain tumor. So when I found out, I was very scared about my fate as well. And I think he had a hand in making sure I'm okay. So, you know, I'm thankful to be okay, and these are things I can live with, but I do fuck up my words. Writing, you know, I have a glitch. There's a malfunction because I have a hole where there was once brain matter, and it's not very big, but it's big enough to be annoying. And I had a really high intelligence, and I will never be that smart again. And I had to grieve that, which people don't really acknowledge. What happens to you when you are a prodigy, you are a really smart brain, and then you lose brain mass. You still remember being that smart, and you struggle to learn now. It's like a whole psychological shit show. I don't know how to explain it. It's been a rough ride. So for it to come back up, it brings a lot of insecurities. How am I going to be an actress if I like go to do my lines and my brain is like with my words? You know, it's annoying. I don't like not having control over my body. Anyone with a disorder feels that way. I don't have a disorder. I have an impediment, I guess. I don't know. I'm just glad to be here. It's just annoying. So if you like see me get frustrated when I'm talking, it's just I'm frustrated with my own progress, and I'm trying to be patient. Healing is hard. I didn't think it was going to take this long. A year later, and I'm still struggling. But goosebaba, whatever you want to say. But I had an epiphany about this dating stuff, and I'm like, I'm too weird. I'm too much. I'm too strong. No one's like, first of all, everybody in my whole life, okay, whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, or someone I eventually date, I always get the, what's up with that girl? What is up with her? What are you doing? You don't make sense. Or you, why did you say that? I'm always like, just busting out truths, you know? People just aren't ready for it. Awkward, you know? We've had a lot of looks, a lot of awkward things. I'm a wackadoodle. I'll just bust out and do weird shit because I'm bored. Like, I'll entertain a whole room because I'm fucking bored. And if I'm bored, I'm figuring they're bored. I don't like everybody being bored. So let's just do some shit. I don't know. But I don't seek attention. I'm just a fucking weirdo. And I turn around and the whole room will be looking, and I'm not aware of it. I'm in my own Looney Tunes. I am autistic. I also have ADHD. I fucking forget. I forget there's a whole world out there. Totally forget. And I'm like, oh, I'm out in public. And I also don't give a fuck. So, I felt like doing twirls right now. Sometimes my autism just takes the wheel. And I'm sick of trying to find a way to, like, hide all my specialness on a date and just, like, stuff it in a box like I'm never gonna be normal. I don't know how. And the one that loves me doesn't fucking care. So I'm just gonna walk in and be my weirdo motherfucking self tonight. Freak flag fly. And maybe I'll get a date, and maybe I won't. The game is fuck everybody else. I'm just gonna be the weirdo freak doing my thing in the corner until the other weirdo freak walks up to me and totally gets me. That's dating. I might be alone till I die, I might not. But I'm sick of, like, trying to be normal.